Welcome in, Jesse Shule here from jesseshule.com. Today I've got some free picks for you, some long shot winners for the NCAA tournament and the NIT. But before I get to those picks, I got to remind you to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, please offer comments below this video. Yeah, before I get into giving you any long shots, I will give you a bit of a disclaimer, a bit of a history lesson. If you're looking at who's won the national championship over the last several decades, you got to go all the way back to 1966 to see a team that wasn't a major team from one of the big conferences. That was when Texas Western, now known as UTEP, won in 1966, 10 years before I was born. So that doesn't really bode well for your mid-majors and your 150-to-1 long shots. That said, I know everybody wants a big underdog, so I will give you one. I'll give you West Virginia out of the Big 12, 125-to-1. Of course, West Virginia finished closer to the bottom of the Big 12 than at the top of the conference standings. They won 4 of their final 6 games. Both losses during that span came against Kansas. One of those games was a 76-74 loss at Kansas. This West Virginia team is not consistent. They're not the best team in the country, but they are capable of playing with the big boys, and anything can happen at this time of year. If somebody's going to make some noise in that region, I think it will be West Virginia. Moving on, another sleeper pick I like is Kansas State, another Big 12 team. The Wildcats finished 23-9 overall, 11-7 in the conference. They have some signature wins against the likes of Kansas, TCU, Baylor, West Virginia, Texas, and they're coming out of the East region, which I believe is up for grabs. I mean, you look at the favorites in this region. You got Purdue not playing all that well down the stretch. Marquette, a beast at home. They struggled playing on the road and perhaps at neutral sites. Tennessee, a great defensive team that sometimes struggles to score. Duke, a little bit of an off year for Duke, although they look good at the end of the year. Kentucky, similar to Duke. So Kansas State has a chance to come out of the East region. There's 10-to-1 is the price on them to win this East region. So I like that bet. And as far as the NIT goes, I like Vanderbilt. The Commodores paying out 28-to-1. Shop around, you might get 30-to-1 or better. Vanderbilt had won 10 of 11 games heading into that SEC conference semifinal against Texas A&M. They beat Kentucky twice. They beat Tennessee, and they beat Auburn. So Vanderbilt was hot at the end of the year, and I think psychologically they come into the NIT excited about the opportunity, whereas some of these teams that were perceived to be snubbed from the NCAA tournament perhaps are a little less excited to be playing for an NIT title. So those are my 3 picks. We like Kansas State coming out of the East region. We like West Virginia as the big long shot, and we like Vanderbilt to win the NIT at 28-to-1. By the way, that banner scrolling at the bottom of your screen, there's no better time than right now, today, to go to jesseshule.com. You can get all my college basketball picks for the rest of the season, which is the NCAA tournament, for only $99. And why should you be interested in that? Well, I was 20-8 overall in the NCAA tournament last year. That's 71%. I was a perfect 8-0 in the first round, and I currently have 8 premium picks up for sale at jesseshule.com. If you want to make some money, you come see me at jesseshule.com, and you'll be glad that you did.